Hi guys, it's Alicia here, and I just wanted to do an update to my eyeshadow palettes collection video, because as you've heard me say in a few videos, and you've seen in a few videos, I have gotten some newer palettes. A couple of them I haven't even shown on my channel yet, so. And by the way, none of these that I got are like brand new or anything. They're just new to me. But I just wanted to go over some newer palettes that I have that are, obviously new to my collection. And yeah, you may have seen these off and on in like some get ready with me's and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and do this to update my original eyeshadow palette collection. And if you want to know what I'm wearing on my eyes today, I will get to that. I'm finally diving into some more colorful shadows, and I'm really liking it so far. If you want to know what else I'm wearing on my eyes, besides the palette, I'm just wearing my Flower Beauty vinyl liner and my waterline. And for mascara, I'm actually using the Pure Fully Charged. Ever since I used this in that video of Ipsy samples, I've been really liking that mascara a lot. I think I might like it more than the It Cosmetics Superhero. I think it looks really nice. But yeah, I didn't put any liner on my eyelid like I normally do because I didn't want to take away from the gorgeous eyeshadow, so I just thought I would just leave it. I think it looks good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. First palette that I want to talk about is I'm going to go like in order that I got them. How about that? First one I'm going to talk about is the Too Faced Chocolate Chip. It's just a little mini palette. It's definitely mini. Has a nice little mirror in it. I really like this palette. It's an all matte palette, and the mattes just work really well. Actually, there's not a single matte in here that I haven't tried and that I don't like. The ones that I use the most is all of these right here, these basic neutrals, and this brown up here. But I have used the green a couple times, and I do like it. I've used the pink and the purple once, and then I have used this shade a few times. So the only ones I don't use as much is these two and this, like, maroon shade. But I do like it. I love it because the palette smells like chocolate, of course, because it's part of the Too Faced chocolate line. But I just love it. I think it is so pretty. But there's a few swatches. The one in the middle is the light pink shade right here, so it doesn't really show up very well. But there's the maroon shade, there's the green, here's a lighter brown, and then the dark brown in the corner, and then the purple. They do swatch really well. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with these mattes. I've used this palette a few times. I've used it on its own to just create an all matte look, and then I've used it in conjunction with a couple of my other palettes, and I just can't get over the smell. Like, anytime I open this up and use it, I'm just like, But yeah, this is a nice palette. I'm pretty sure it retails on Too Faced website for $16. I got it for $11 when it was on sale. I think it would be worth the $16 for the quality, but only if you're looking for a smaller palette and you're okay with, obviously having a smaller palette with smaller pans, and you're okay with these colors, because it is still kind of expensive for a small palette. But that being said, that's your own personal preference. So I do like this one though a lot. The second one I want to talk about is my Lorac Pro palette that you've probably already seen in a video, well, a couple videos probably. There's the palette. I've used every single shade in it so far except for Garnet. That's the only one I haven't, and there's no specific reason why. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I love the mattes. They blend so well. All the shades are so buttery and soft. It's really nice. The ones I use the most, like the shimmer shades I use the most, would probably be Pewter and Light Bronze, and then Champagne and Nude. I really like those a lot. But I've also been using gold a lot, which is different for me because I like gold shadows, but I don't really use them that often, even though I have quite a few. but I love the gold shade in this palette. I feel like it's probably the best shimmer because it's just so pretty and metallic and shimmery. It's just so pretty. I did do a really nice look using deep purple and slate in a look, and it looked really, really pretty as well. More smoky, as you can probably guess. But I just love these shades so much. I just think they are so nice. And you see how just beautiful that gold is? I mean, really, it's just so nice. But there's almost all of the shimmers, what they look like. They're just really, really nice. And I will go ahead and swatch the matte black as well, because that's something you always hope for. A very pigmented matte black, which this is. I love the black in this palette. It does such a beautiful job. On the eyes, no complaints about this palette whatsoever. It works amazing. I've never had any issues with it, and I've used it a few times. I like that it has a mirror in it. I like how compact and skinny it is, because it's still like a big palette, but it doesn't feel like it really, because it's so skinny, and I like that. I don't really like bulky palettes. So yeah, and this one retails for $44. I got it off Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty sale for only $26, so definitely good deal. I'm really, really, really into this. So, the next one that I want to talk about, I actually have not shown on my channel at all yet, and I'm so excited to share that I finally am trying a palette from Anastasia. I got the Norvina palette. This, oh god, I don't know. This might be a tie for my favorite newest palette. I really like the Lorac Pro a lot, but this Anastasia palette is so beautiful. I love it. The only shades I have not used so far is, I haven't used Love or Eccentric or Passion yet, or Wild Child. That's the only metallic I haven't used. Every other shimmery shade up here, I've used, and I loved so much. They're gorgeous. Like, I can't get over how pretty this is. I mean, I wasn't going to buy this palette originally. If I was going to get an Anastasia one, I was going to get the Sultry palette, because I was really drawn to the shades in there. I like cool tone shades, like, that are in there, but I saw this palette, and I just kind of, I mean, I've seen it before, but I went to Sephora, and I swatched it in the store, and I was like, I just have to have it. I was thinking about getting it before then, too, because I was looking at it online, and I do like the shades that are in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a lot of use out of it because of the purples, but there's really not a whole lot of purples in it, and I do like the purples. I've worn them, and they are really, really nice. I did a really pretty look using Celestial and Drama all over the lid with, I think it was Soul and Incense in the crease, if I believe, or I remember right, and it looked really, really nice. Probably my favorite shimmery shades so far is Rose Gold and Celestial and Dazzling. Those are my three favorites, probably these two being my absolute favorite. I am obsessed with Rose Gold. Can you tell? I've used it a few times. It's just such a really pretty palette. I can't get enough of it. Like, I want to use it all the time. I think this retails for $42. I did pay full price for it, so. And it comes with a little brush that I have not used. But, love this palette. It is definitely more bulky than, like, the Lorac Pro, which kind of sucks, but I'm okay with it. Other than that, I do like the packaging. Mine has gotten a little dirty already, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so the last two that I want to talk about is something completely different for me. They're palettes, well, not palettes, but colors I don't typically go for, because I usually don't care for, okay, it's not that I don't care for colorful eyeshadow, it's just I'm intimidated by it, so I never really dived into much colorful eyeshadow because I didn't know how to do it and everything. I mean, as you can tell by pretty much the palettes I've showed you so far, I mean, this one does have a little bit of color, but it is still pretty neutral at the same time. And then by the other palettes I showed you, all the ones in my collection I've showed you so far, they're pretty much pretty neutral. That's just what I am. I'm a neutral gal. But I'd been dying to try this one because the colors looked so gorgeous and unique, and I really want to try it. So this is the BH Cosmetics Aurora Lights palette. You just like admire the shades in here. Oh my gosh. It's an all shimmer palette, which kind of sucks because I do like to have mattes on my palettes, but I just use this in conjunction with other palettes and it works out fine. The first couple times I used this, I actually used it in conjunction with my Too Faced chocolate chip palette, and I would use the light pink and then the purple when I would do like pink and purple shades in it, and then I think I used the green one time too with the green shades in here, those two right there. And I love this palette. It is gorgeous. I really can't get enough of it. It swatches beautifully. It's just really an all-around great palette. I have no complaints with it so far. I haven't, you know, used every shade in it yet, but I've used quite a few, and I'm constantly impressed with the quality of it. So, and it only retails for $21, but I actually got it for $15 on BH Cosmetics website when they were having a flash sale. I don't remember how, like, what the percentage was and how much it was off, but it was only $15, so that's not bad. I swatched a few shades. I didn't swatch all of them because that would take a while, but they're just so gorgeous. The only ones that I haven't used so far is the blue shades. I haven't used the blue shades yet, or sparkling. I don't think I've used gleaming yet either. I think that might be it. I'm not sure. I've used at least half of this palette for sure though, and I'm really, really into it. I just love it. I think it's really unique. It has like different shifts to it, like different reflex in the shades. It's really nice. Like the bottom row is just like intense color. It's not as shimmery, and then these two rows are more shimmery. The top one is more like of a glitter topper kind of, but they're just really nice. And the packaging's not too bad. It is a bigger palette, so I mean, but it's not as big as some of the other palettes I own, like Morphe's palettes that are big. But yeah, I'm just really into that palette right now so much. I'm trying to dive into colorful shades, especially for, you know, springtime and summer. And I have to say that what I'm wearing in my eyes today really reminds me of summer. So what I'm wearing looks like this. It has some pink and mostly just pink and yellow, really. It gives me kind of like a strawberry lemonade vibe. That's what I was going for. But yes, this next palette I used today, and it is one by Colourpop. I've not tried any Colourpop shadows before till this palette, which is their Chasing Rainbows. Very colorful, definitely out of my comfort zone, but I love that it's out of my comfort zone because it's just like new to me. Like I'm tired of getting same old like neutral palettes over and over again. I mean, I love the ones that I just got, and I love the ones I have in my collection, but I feel like I have so many that I don't need more neutral palettes. That's why I chose this one over the Sultry, because at least this is a little bit more colorful and unique. I don't have a lot of the shades that are in this in my collection as I would already with Sultry. So I'm just trying to be a little bit of a smarter consumer. But yes, here are the shades. This palette retails for $20, which is what I paid for it. I'm just going to swatch some of the mattes real quick for you. I haven't used every shade in this palette yet, but I have used quite a few. And I do really like it so far. I think it is definitely going to be a staple, obviously colorful palette in my collection. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna need another one. I think I'm good with what I got. I think this serves its purpose really well, and then having the BH one on top of that is even better. So yeah, I'm just really digging this palette. I've just got a couple more swatches to make. Now, I haven't used every single color that I'm swatching for you, so keep that in mind, but I have used a few of them. So there are some shimmery shades over here, and here's some mattes. They're very pigmented, like very pigmented. It's really nice. I like that, you know, they're as pigmented as they are. I didn't swatch a lot of the neutral shades. I mostly focused on the colorful ones because that's mainly what this palette is about, and that I feel like, you know, most people would gravitate towards is the color shades. I love this shimmer. I have not used it yet. I can't wait to use it. The blue one is so pretty though too. Oh my gosh, they're just so pretty. So what I did with my eye look today, if you are curious, is I took the shade Wiggles as my base, and then in the crease I used Woke and Wish List. I fluffed up in the crease as well and put on the outer corner, and then I put So Meta on all over the lid and in the inner corner, and I loved how it looked, but I did add a little bit of Not Playing, which is this really gorgeous shimmer shade. I love the shade. It's so pretty. It's like an iridescent, like purple pink. It's so pretty. I took that in the middle of the yellow and the matte pink shade to kind of just blend it together, and I felt like it looked really nice. And then I took Wiggles up into my brow bone highlight and used Blurred Lines on my inner corner, and that's all I did today. So I didn't use, you know, a whole lot of colors for this look, but I did use 6 shades. So almost half the palette. The next ones I'm really intrigued to use are the blues. I really want to try this purple out too, and this looks really pretty. So I'm definitely going to be playing around with this some more. I plan on using it with my BH palette because I feel like I can get some really pretty looks with these together. Like maybe use some of the mattes and then maybe a couple shimmers, or just go in here for the shimmers, or use these as glitter toppers. Like, I feel like it'll just be really pretty. So I'm excited to use these together. I forgot to mention this one also has a really big mirror, which you probably already saw, but that's really nice since it is such a big palette. This one does not, doesn't really bother me because I don't usually use the mirror when I do my eyeshadow. I just have another mirror I look into. But other than that, I like the packaging. It says keep your head in the clouds. Really pretty. It's just really nice. So yeah, I am going to be testing these out more since I haven't used these as much as my other palettes that I showed you today. But all of these other ones I have used quite a few times, fallen in love. I love these. Like, I feel like if I had to do a ranking of all my palettes, which ones I like the most, oof, that would be hard. But I know that these two would definitely be up there. Probably along with my Urban Decay Naked palette, and I'm really liking my Too Faced Natural Eyes too. But my Milani Soft and Sultry is really good too. See, I love eyeshadow, can you tell? But I do plan on making some more videos with some of these palettes that you haven't seen on my channel yet. And, you know, making some tutorials or whatnot. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, just go ahead and let me know. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video right here. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!